Okay, I think this should be fine. Let's see. We're gonna do this for like 2 hours or so. I'm not gonna really put a timer on it. Here we go. Nice. Okay, so... Oh my god, I've been so neglectful of my game. The last thing I was working on was this puzzle. Or not this puzzle, but this trap. I would like to put this trap somewhere else in addition to here. I'm trying to think of how this should be structured. Let me show you kind of what it's gonna do. I'm gonna have to see how it behaves because there's gonna be inversion. I'm gonna have to invert it. So here's the pillars. What can I do here? I know that I want the player to kind of jump on, like obviously jump on this. Let's play it and I'll show you what I'm talking about. That's broken. But let me show you what happens. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with those though. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, this doesn't go with it? Really? That's weird. Did not expect that. I would have assumed that that trigger goes. That's okay. Okay, so let's make a prefab out of this. Pillar puzzle, prefab. Let's delete this stuff. Copy my pillar prefab. And then check to see how that trigger key works. Okay, yeah, it's like stuck. Interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind. This stream is going to obviously become like demonetized. How do I force the user to interact with the inversion mechanic here? So like the user will step on this, realize they can't step on this. This will... Maybe I make this unjumpable, unless it's inverted. I think that's a good idea. Okay, so let me get this. Pillar puzzle. The column. The trigger key. So I'm going to copy this trigger key. I'm going to rename this to black. Black. And then I'm going to rename this to white. No. Rename black trigger key. And I'm going to rename this to white trigger key. Okay. So as far as I'm concerned, the black trigger key, this will have a color inverter, obviously. The white, it will become intangible. So it'll be black, and then I'll do a collider inverter so that it inverts the collider whenever I trigger inversion, which will turn this polygon collider off. The white one, on the other hand, this will be not visible here, and it will have an off collider, and it'll have a collider inverter so that it turns on whenever I go there. And then I'm going to flip its color. No, it's actually okay like this. This one needs to be wide, narrow. This one is the one that needs to be widened. So I need to take this and make it transparent. This guy needs to be extra wide. Okay. Okay, so that should fix that. Didn't work. Something happened there. Jump that. Jump that. Ooh, close. It still kills me if I hit it. Okay, so what happened here? Something happened where it was forced down. This is still like this. If I invert, it gets forced down too. But why? Why are these getting forced down? Are they interacting with each other? I'm not really sure. What's causing it? Is it, let me go turn this off and then turn this back on. No, it's still getting pressed. Why are you being pressed? All of this stuff is off. You're not being manipulated by both, are you? Is it because it's extra heavy? Oh gosh. I think it might be because it's extra heavy. If I turn this off. Oh fuck, that was not right. The white trigger, if I turn its spring off, what does this do? Nothing. So what is going on with this guy? Is it because you're too heavy? No. Frequency? Let me lessen your frequency. Up your frequency? I don't know what's causing this. Everything is causing... It doesn't matter if I go up or down. Everything is causing it to... Collision. Something's up. What the hell's going on? Okay, let's delete this pillar puzzle. And then we'll copy this pillar puzzle. Okay. Okay, this is like really annoying. Can I set the base of this thing, the connected rigid body, to the trigger zone? No. Okay, hang on. Let me try this. It's auto something 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 to this. Auto configure connected anchor. All right. Let's go ahead and have this be something that I apply to the prefab. Auto configure connected anchor, auto configure distance. That's alright, fine, dude. Whatever. Delete this, get this. Let's look at this guy to see if it picked up that change. It did. Yeah, okay, that's what I want. I'll delete this. I'll copy and paste this. Put it here, paste another one, put it over here. Color puzzle 1 and 2. This one, I'm gonna check. Alright, let's see if they work. Why is this one doing that? This one in particular is behaving poorly. How come? Okay, how about this? How about I take this puzzle and drop it over here? Everything's the same. Same situation. Ah! Okay. So that's a clue. That's a clue. That's a clue. So we take this and we put it back here, and then we look at the things that surround it, which is only the floor. Let me turn on this. Stage. Is it something to do with the floor? What is forcing you? Let's see if it goes below this, right? Trigger key. Incorrect trigger key. It is interacting with the floor. How is it interacting with the floor? Okay, so we're gonna tell this trigger key. We're going to... Oh, it's a part of the ground layer. So I'm gonna have it though, because I can walk on it. So it is interacting with the other ground stuff? Is that what it is? Let's have its rigid body ignore the ground layer. Exclude ground layer. Apply to prefab. Let's try that. Nope. Nothing. Force send, force receive. That didn't seem to work. Seems to want to push it out of the ground. What is this? It's called climbable. How come this is climbable? Oh, why is that climbable? Ground layer. Okay. Interesting. This is all ground layer, right? No climbable. I don't want that. There's like one climbable layer in all of my blocks. Yeah, that shouldn't be the case. Okay, that should fix it. Interesting, I found a climbable layer. There, it fixed all of them. Okay, so now we can fix this puzzle. Weirdo. Right, so this column is fine. We're going to copy this column. We're going to call this, rename black trigger key. Rename this to white trigger key. We're going to make this one, as it is right now, we're going to turn off its polygon collider, and we're going to turn its black into opaque. We're going to change its sprite renderer to opaque. Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to add a collider inverter. And then this one, it gets a collider inverter too. And its white is going to be opaque. And then this black trigger is going to be widened by a bunch so that the player cannot jump over it. Okay. Okay. So now here in the game, I should be able to invert. Boop. And if I jump here, it crushes me. Okay. So I want to see that that works. Mm-hmm. And then if I invert, you'll see that it becomes easier. Oh, I stomped on it. Okay, that's good. That's what I want. So I'll do this again up here, but I'll throw in a little trap. A little trap. Let's work on the next puzzle, which is going to be flipping a switch. I need to make some things for this. Let's see. So we're going to make a second floor in this area that I can access, that I want my character to be able to access. Okay, so the idea is that we're going to make a interactable. We're gonna have a bunch of doors. We're gonna make a door interface, and we're going to have a door open and close. Okay, so we're gonna have 3 switches. Okay, so we've got to write a couple things. We've got to write a door interface, add component. Okay, there's a couple things that we're gonna have to do. We'll call this a sliding door. New script, create and add. Okay. So sliding door is going to inherit from the door. So let me go find my scripts, interfaces. See this trap? We're going to copy and paste this. And then we're going to write the door interface. And then we're going to have the sliding door inherit from the door interface. So we're going to say I door. And then a door interface will be open door, close door. This is gonna be like invert status or invert state. And then the door interface. Actually, I don't know if a door interface can have a boolean. bool, it's going to be a public bool is open.getSet, and then is equal to false to start. Is this instance properties and interfaces cannot have initializers? Naming rule violation. These words must begin with an uppercase character. Is open. Why can't we do this? Instance properties. Hang on. Public bool is open equals false. No? Instances interface cannot have instance fields. Yes. Okay. So I don't think this an interface is good for this. I think there's another version. It's a it's not an interface. It's a it's an abstract class, and then you inherit from the abstract class. Is that what it is? I am making a door interface, but I need a instance variable for if the door is open or closed called is open. Is a abstract class a better data type? Type here. Short answer, no. An abstract class is not the right tool for this. If you need to track whether doors open or closed, an instance variable bool is exactly what you want. You have multiple kinds of doors: sliding, rotating, magical, sci-fi. They are shared behavior. But how do you know if the door is opened or closed to begin with? Oh, okay. I get it. Shut up. Okay, I get it. Open, close, invert. Okay, this is fine. We want to rename this to... Okay, hang on. Rename door. Beautiful. Alright, hang on. Let me go fix these things. What does it want? It says UI utility warning, possible null reference return. You sure alright, Sonny Jim? You sure alright. If. I gotta do some if magic here. Let's do black screen blank. No, that's not what I want. Return. Good lord, man. Return. Dude, what in the flip-flop return? Stop it. Quit that. Return if it is black screen. If it's not, return null. That's fine. Does this not work like this? Okay, you're being dumb. If black screen equals null, blah 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 blah. If it blank equals null, sure. We'll run with that. I don't think that will help. We're gonna do the same thing here. If blah 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 blah. Sure. Whatever you say, pal. Alright, that should help. I've got some null references here. Black screen dot color. If black screen equals null. Return. Sure, that's fine. Same thing here. There. Just pop me out. That's fine. Whatever. It'll be fine. Alright, so let me figure out how to make a what I'm thinking of. Okay, I'm gonna make this out of primitive shapes, so I'm not really super, like... This is gonna be a platform. I need a ladder. Do I have a ladder somewhere? Project, assets, prefabs, here's a ladder. So shit, don't put it in there yet. Second floor. I got the first floor door puzzle, pillar puzzle. Let's package this up into a parent. This is the rename to falling pillars. And then this is the door puzzle. So we're going to put this as a part of the... Okay. We'll rename this to sliding doors. Okay, we're going to delete this. We're going to come here. Okay, so... Let me figure out how to... I'm going to create an empty. We're going to call this switch. So a switch here, right? Oh my gosh, okay. I got my switch. I'm gonna bring it over here. I'm gonna get my checkpoint and move it over here too. Let me get my checkpoint. Spawns. Let's get this checkpoint. Bring it all the way over here. So I wake up right there. It's better. Now this switch. Why is this marked like that? Warehouse. We got a message. No, I died, dude. I died on the way. It's gonna be getting colder here in a bit. We'll see how it goes. Let's do a sprite. 2D object, sprite. Can I do a half circle? Capsule? Hexagon, flat top, pointed top, triangle? Maybe I should just do, let's look up on the internet a switch. Switch. Mechanism. Images. Lever. Mechanism. Yes. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. So I need a half circle. I can do literally all of what I'm thinking about. I can do. Okay. Okay, let me think. I'm just trying to think of how I get the sprite for a half circle, though. Do I have anything that looks like a half circle on me already? Environments. Yeah, environments, accessories. I have this. Archives. Nothing. Chain link things ain't gonna be it. Cloth ain't gonna be it. Fog? No. Foliage? No. Ground. Office. Rocks. No half circles in the rocks. Okay, I guess I gotta go make myself a half circle. Kind of dumb. Alright, screw it though. We'll make a half circle. Let me go into GIMP to get that. Here we go. Close. File. New. Sure. Gonna make it white. Delete that. Make a new layer. Get a paintbrush. Make it a circle. There you go. No, it's not. Better? No. Hardness and force. And then we do... Let's do a pencil instead. Because that'll give me the straight, clean lines. And then we do image, crop to content. And then we do files. Oh, shit. Hang on. I gotta make this a half circle. Select. Rectangle select. So we're gonna select half. That looks about right. Select invert, delete that, select none. Image, crop to content, that's a half circle. File, save as. My repos, saved. My React repos, that's not where I am. It's in Unity. Where's my Unity stuff? It's not a OneDrive, I know that for sure. Repos? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Images, we're gonna call this half circle. Half circle. File, export as, half circle PNG, right here. Yeah. Cool. Okay, we're done. So, in images, we got a half circle. This is gonna go into environment, into environment, into environment, interior, office warehouse. All of this stuff needs to go into the environment as well. Okay, so my half circle, I've got this now. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it as the switch. Say 0, 0, 0. We'll scale this down to the proper size and we're going to build a switch from primitives. Okay, now I'm going to have to figure out how to implement this. We're going to make this black first. Okay, color inverter. First of all, that's not what I wanted. This is just the base, so this does not matter. But what will matter is the next part. So we're going to add a 2D sprite square. Make it black. Add a color inverter. I don't know how to do this. I don't know if I add a collider to this, per se. I don't think I want to make it like terribly long, because it's gonna have to. I'm gonna have to grab it as the character, but I know that I'm going to need to make an axle. Hang on. Physics 2D. A fixed joint. A hinge joint. Is it a fixed joint or a hinge joint? I'm gonna make a hinge. And remove the hinge down. Edit the joint. Down to the bottom. And then I've got to manipulate it in such a way. Enable collision. Gotta make this. No, this is not exactly what I want. Hang on, let me zoom way in. See if I can't center it. There, beautiful. I want to use limits. So we're gonna do this. Okay, so we got this. These are the limits. Right here to right here. Beautiful. That's what I want. One's on, one's off. Beautiful. Okay, now we take this. We make it a grabbable. Grabbed layer. I've got to add a collider to this. No? Collider 2D. Okay. I need to make it grabbable. Okay. I need to make this seizable. No. Is it grab layer? Hang on. We'll come back to this. What is this? Climbable. Okay, so I don't need to do anything actually. I'm gonna make it I'm gonna put it as a default. We're gonna see what this does. Because I need to be, the thing is, I need to be able to walk through it until I need to grab it. So I haven't quite worked that out yet. Oh, hey, what the hell? You're not supposed to do that. I thought you had limits. Grab hinge joint. Use limits. I did limits. I thought the limits were gonna help with this. Hang on. Do I need to move this up a little bit? Like, away from the bottom? I don't know. I really need the limits to work, please. I want to make sure that that's working. That went way past the limits. Let's make it continuous. Interpolate. Disable collision. Well, that wasn't... Oh, I see. I see now. I see what I'm doing wrong. Okay, sorry. I'm doing something wrong. Let me do this instead. So I need to take the limits that I've created, and I need to encapsulate them around this angle. Like that. Sorry. That should fix it. Okay, it did not fix it. It didn't fucking fix it. What the hell, man? So what exactly do I do here? So maybe it's down below? Play? Still nothing. I don't really know exactly how this is working. Let's try this. Well, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. It spins around like I want it to, but it's not using the limits, which is very frustrating. Enable collisions, auto configure connected, connect anchor, use motor, use limits. That is what I wanted to do. Let's see what this does. Neat. Oh, wait, I didn't pay attention. Let's try that again. I want to see where the line goes as I walk over it, because that'll tell me, I guess, where the limits stand. See, because it goes tips. Oh, look, I'm grabbing it. Not super helpful. What the hell? It's interacting with the ground. I see that. Okay, so that tells me a couple things. This is still like a physics object. It needs to come up a little bit off the ground so that it can turn freely. because it's not this thing that's preventing it from turning. It's the collision between the corner and the ground. It's a little too strict. There, that's better turning. Oh jeez. Okay. All right, that's a placement thing. So let's fix this now. Use the limits, and let's see if this helps at all. It did not. Neat. Is it because... Use limits, please. Please use the limits. I just don't see how this works. Let me try a couple things, man. I don't understand. Oh, hey, let me try this. Go out of this range. Do the opposite. That did not do what I wanted it to do. Let's try this then. The opposite of this. Christ in heaven. God, again? Stop it. Like this, yeah? Okay, let's try that. Because these, it should stop it. Dude, what the fuck? Okay. Okay. In my hinge 2D, I am trying to use limits to prevent a lever from moving past a certain point. But it keeps toppling over past the limit I set. Hinge joints. Limits are soft, not hard stops. If gravity, collision, or another body applies enough torque, the joint pushes past the limit. The lever is heavy. The connected body is light. No motor holding it back. So the joint tries to stop if physics wins. Make sure your limit is actually enabled. Add joint motor to hold the lever. This is a big one. Limits don't alone don't stabilize. Motors do. Increase angular drag on the lever. Fix the mass ratio. Huge deal. Static bodies make the hinges way more stable. Do I attach its own rigid body to it? Isn't that going to cause a problem? Interesting. That did not do what I thought it would do. Remove that. None. Okay. In that case, I'm going to remove the gravity scale of the 0. Gravity scale 0. That'll do it. That didn't do jack shit. God, man, what the hell? All right, gravity scale, blah blah blah. Linear drag. Let's bump this up to 1. Okay, let's bump it up to fucking 50. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. Sorry. Boop boop. 50. That didn't do jack shit. Gravity scale's at 0. Mass at 0. Don't do jack. Stop it. What the hell? Dude. Insane. Stick a motor on that bitch. It didn't do anything. What the hell is a good limit? Huh? You say turn this off? No. Turn this off. Oh, I hate you. I hate you bad. Oh, is that why? Give me a moment. Oh, God, I hate this fucking... Jesus Christ! Stay! I'm modifying it. Is it obvious or not? Oh, that did it. I'm gonna kill you bad. I'm gonna kill you dead, goddamn you. Come here. Come here. Stop it. Stop fighting this! Don't fight this! Let me pull on you! Motherfucker, come here. You son of a bitch. You thought you could fucking fight this. Come here, you son of a bitch. Alright, it's fine. Alright, so it seems as though these limits I am doing in the wrong direction. So it starts here, goes here. Can we just... Oh god, 0 and 0. Okay, the upper limit is this, and the lower limit is backwards. You happy? You stupid son of a bitch. There we go. That's what I wanted. Is it that hard? I'll kill you. I will kill you. Alright. Now, I gotta figure out a way to make this a little less fucking insane. Is it the motor? Is the motor helping it too much? Okay. Maybe the motor's helping it a bit too much. Gravity scale, mass, angular drag, linear drag. Let's go down a little bit. Is that possible? Okay, let's see what this does. I can change this to grabbed layer, I think. That way I can walk through it. Got it. Okay, let's change this to grabbed layer. That way I can walk through it. But then I can still grab it. Fucking sick! Oh shit. Oh, fucking awesome. Okay, hang on. There's something I gotta fix for this though. So I want to return it, edit the script to return it back to the whatever it was before. Grab layer. Grab layer, object game layer. Layers set state default. Oh, it takes it. I just need to set it up as a grab layer to start with. It doesn't set this default state. It only sets it whenever it's started. That is a bad thing on my part, because during the course of the game, this state could change, so it's not as flexible. I want to be able to... Can I set the grab point a little bit higher? Okay, how about this? We're gonna take this bad boy. So I should be able to like grab it from like right here and do it, no problem. Hi, buddy. How's it going? See, it's not exactly what I want. Why can't this be a little bit easier? See, if I grab it higher up, it's fine. It's like, I think it's because my angle to this is a little bit stuck. Good. Played pickleball just now, tested out my new shoes. That's cool, bud. This is not bad. I mean, it's like not perfect, but it's not bad. Can you hear the music okay in the stream? They're hot pink and white. Yeah, I know, you sent me a picture. I'll turn this up a little bit. I'm enjoying the music. I think this Switch is doing okay. I think there's just some weirdness happening. I need to increase the limits, obviously. I think if I move this up a little bit, maybe this will help. Yes, you can. Yes, I can. That's cool. Oh, fuck it. Hang on. I messed that up. So, neg 25, the game so far looks good. Yeah, we want to play pickleball. Well, it's gonna wait. It's gonna be a while. I haven't been playing pickleball. I played the other day with some friends and I didn't do very good. So walk past this. See, this is a problem. I can't exactly. I can push it forward. Should I just make this an activate instead of a physical switch? If I make it an activate, it'll do an animation. I'll keep a hold of this for something else later, maybe. I don't mind it. I don't know, man. Yeah, I know. They're okay at the game, and I was still doing bad. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Create an empty pair. Create a 2D object. Sprites. Capsule. Cap. Add a component. This is gonna be a color inverter. This is literally just for aesthetics. Oh. 0, 0. Oh yeah, there we go. I want to teach you what I've learned. Okay, that's cool, dude. I don't know if I'm gonna be learning anything soon. Is that good? I guess I gotta put a collider onto this and make it the same as the handle. Grab layer and then make it a grabbable. Yeah, that's fine. This is fine. I like this. I don't think this is bad. Yeah, I like that. That's fine. I think that'll be fine. Okay, so now we need to attach zones to this. So I'll put another cap. Okay, come on. This is on key, and then I'll do an off key. Off key. I'm on the Screwball server. It's very fast. That's awesome, dude. I'll bring these way down here, and then I'm going to split them. One is -3, and the other one is a +3. Okay, so this is on, so to go forward, and then this is off to go left. And then I need to make a zone. This is a trigger zone. Rename to trigger zone. Damn it. I just thought of something. These guys have a trigger zone here, but it's a trap trigger. I put a door trigger on this, I think. There's a much better setup for this, where you have things inherit from like a base class that's activatable, like quote unquote activate, and then you have a trap activate, and then the trap has a specific subclass. This is like multiple inheritances, and I did not think to do it. That's my bad. Sliding door inherits from door. And then we're gonna have to have public void open door, public void closed door, and then public bool is door open, public bool is door closed. It's fine. This is all fine. I mean, this is all dumb. This is actually very dumb. I need the invert is what I need. Let's go ahead and come here. Maybe this will give me the movement interface. Where's the invert state? There we go. Okay, cool. And then we'll come here and we'll say private bool is open equals false. Yeah. Okay. Right, open door. And then we'll do is open equals true, and then there'll be an animation. This is actually going to be very similar to the pillar trap. It's going to be animation, sliding door. It's going to be a private new animation. Private new animation. I don't know why I did this. Do I need new here? I guess I do. How long have I been streaming? Give me, like, Ethan, if you're still there, give me a little bit more time and we can play some games. Private new animation, open door. Open door. animation. Private door, closed door. Oh, Dios. Closed door animation. Is true equals open. Private door. We're gonna do animation. Pillar trap. Animation equals get component animation. Animation play system. Blah 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 blah. That's all fine. It's gonna be open door animation. No, I don't want that. Open door animation dot play. And then we can take this away. Underneath that, put logic here. And then we do this opposite of this. It's false. Invert state. If it's open, closed door, else open door. Is door open? We return is open. If it's true, return true. If it's false, return false. Okie dokie. Cool. Open door, closed door, invert state is open, open door. Okay, cool. So that's good for my sliding doors. Come over here. This is one of my only sliding doors, right? So we'll go ahead and take this sliding door and say we're closed. Okay, so come over to my sliding door. Let's go ahead and add a empty create empty parent. We'll just call this a base. It's a base for the door. I just want to add some like embellishment here, just to make this look a little bit more like realistic, I guess. Base, empty parent. I'll rename this to base. Okay, rename to base. Rename to base. Okay, there. Sliding door. And sliding doors like this. Right. There you go. Okay, so now the goal is to make this able to like invert. Oh god, turn that off. Can you go away? What the hell, man? Will you fuck off, please? I'm trying to see what the fuck's going on here. Right here, that's fine. See, that'll do that. That'll do that. It's fine. Can we switch cap? Trigger zone. Trigger zone goes down here. I need to see my trigger zone. Okay. I need to see those other traps. Switch. Ethan, are you back? Or is that somebody else? This is going to have a trap trigger, so all I need to have is a box glider with is trigger and then a trigger script. So this is going to be my... Okay, I was saying that if you give me a little bit more time to finish this puzzle, we can play some video games if you want to play. So, okay, you wanna help me make this finish this puzzle though? Door puzzle trigger, door trigger, create an ad. So trap trigger, this is going to be very similar to the, sure I can help. Okay, so this trap this door trigger script, edit script. This script is going to, so what's going to happen is in this place there will be like several doors, and then each of these scripts will like invert like a certain number of those doors. So I know that the door trigger script needs to have an array of doors. These doors have this script inside of them that is... Oh, what the hell? Hang on, I lost the script. Is it in one of these bases? Okay, yeah, it seems to be in one of these bases. So I need to add a sliding door script here. This also needs an animator. So I learned that from these pillars, like building these pillars, I have to have an animation. There's 2 animations. Oh, damn. How do I... Pillar trap animation. Okay. There's gonna be 2 animations, I know that. Animations. There's gonna be a open animation and a close animation. I've been learning skeleton animations for my game. Yeah, this is a little bit different. So, like, for example, I'm going to... I need to animate this. I need to make a new animation for this thing. Create one. Okay, animations. Pillar trap animation. Door, sliding door open animation. Save. And so from here, I'm gonna do like an animation for this. So I'll do, it starts in this position. In 10 seconds, it goes down slightly. And then at 20 seconds, it goes back up. And then at the full 50 seconds, it goes completely down and out of sight. And if we play that, it'll look like that. And that's the open animation. So now I have to do another animation where I copy this sliding door opening animation, create a new clip, and I'm calling this sliding door closing animation. And it's basically going to be the opposite. The opposite of that other animation. So it's going to slide up to the very top, and it's going to bounce off the top. It's going to hit, and then it's going to ricochet, and then it's going to close all the way. Can you add a property to use the position effector? What does that mean? Wait, you do this? So that's not as dramatic as I want it to be. So I'm going to go back into recording. I want this to come down really far. And then this was not enough time. So I think I need to bump it up to 50. So then we press play. It looks kind of shitty. I'm gonna be honest with you. So we're going to slow this down a little bit. And then bring this out a little bit more. And then press play. That's the opening animation. This is the closing animation. I don't really know. You're adding more emotion and realism. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing a little bit more, I guess. I'm not really sure if you'd call it emotion. I'm not sure about this closing animation. I think I'll just have it slide closed, I'll be honest with you. So we're gonna touch the door again. So the not the pillars. It's this door puzzle. Falling pillars. This is the door puzzle. What is this? Whoa, where did my... It's just the base. I lost something. Oh, what the hell? How did I do that? I ended up deleting that. Sliding door closing. So I'm gonna oh, I see what I did. Delete all this stuff and just have it close in 50 seconds. 45 seconds. I'm gonna do 45 seconds. So then we play this animation, all it does it closes. I think I need it to be faster, so we're gonna do 35 seconds. Okay, so now that we have our animations, what I was thinking was adding the property where you can just choose where the object goes by adding a keyframe and then adding the position change property. No, that's okay. I think this is a little bit more because I have control over the animation, and then I can trigger the animations as a... I see what you're saying though. Remove this, delete array element, delete array element. Play animated physics, animations. Okay, what I'm a little concerned about though is choosing the element in this. So door trigger. This is the sliding door. So based on the is open, because there's two animations in here. Does this have like an array? I guess I'm assuming 0. How do I choose which animation? Is playing automatically, is queued, play, remove sample, send message, stop, this, string, try to get component. Animate only visible, compared, culling. So let me ask real quick. So the animation component has an array of animations. I've added 2 for opening and closing. How do I access either of those in the array in code? Let's see. Open animator, get component animator, play open, play closed. So it's thinking I have an I'm using an animator. Legacy animation component has array. Animation equals animation, play open, play closed. Animation, you can also do this. Is this a door lever with states? Okay, I don't really... I'm using a legacy thing. I wanted to learn this. I learned how to use the... I learned how to use the animator before. We're gonna call this door animation. Door animations. Okay, and we're gonna call this play. It's gonna be play sliding door open animation. Sliding door open animation. Door animations. Door animations. And then this one will be copy, paste, sliding door, closed. Close animation. Closing animation. Just like that. And then that handles that. Invert state is door open. Door animate does not have an accessible put a new. There you go. What is this? Make field read only? That's fine. Okay, good. Alright, so now that this has an animation thing, play automatically? No. It starts off closed. Yes. Okay, so now we have to come back here to this trigger zone. This is a door trigger. I want to edit script. Now we're gonna put an array of iDoor array doors like that. Inconsistency field type is less accessible. Can I fix this? Fix with Copilot. I need to go look at how the trigger inversion handles it. Ah, damn you. This is not what I want. Here's the inverter. iInverter looks for game manager and control all invertible objects. Blah 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 blah. So see, it doesn't do like what I'm about to do, because I'm trying to make a public doors on trigger other if other compared trigger key. Oh shit. I'm doing this backwards. This is the trigger key. Give me a second. So, or this is the key. This is the key, and this is the trigger. So I need to rename this to on or key on trigger, and then this is an off trigger. Rename to off trigger. Right? Oh crap! How do I do this? Trigger zone. I don't know which way to do it. If the key, because I only have one trigger. I only have one trigger, or key trigger, and yeah, that means I need this to be the key trigger. Default. This needs to be the trigger key, and then these need to be. So this is a key, renamed to key. Trigger key, and then these are the triggers right here. Yeah, damn. Okay, so I need to remove this door trigger. So I need to add the door trigger here to these two. Door trigger. And then I need to edit this. I do really need, I need to go to this, go to definition, public interface, like that. That'll fix that, right? Inconsistent accessibility. Field type door is less accessible than door triggers.doors. Door trigger doors. Doors. What? But I changed this. This is public now. Oh, that fixed it. Okay. So I'm gonna have an array of doors. Okay, I'm gonna have a public bool close doors on trigger. Public bool open doors on trigger. False. Huh? Flash? False. And then public bool invert doors on trigger. False. Okay, so now, based on this, if other key compare blah blah blah, trap. It's gonna be for each door indoors close. If closed doors on trigger, door closed door open, invert door invert state. Okay. I'll delete this. We're also gonna have a private bool called activated. Private bool is triggered. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. If other keys, blah blah blah, and not is triggered. And then of course we're gonna come here and put is triggered equals true. And then we'll say public void on trigger exit. No. That's not what I want. I want a untrigger, clear trigger, and that's gonna just be is triggered equals false. Rule violation? Sorry. And then I'll do a public bool opposite trigger equals no. I'll do a opposite door trigger. And we do nothing here. Opposite door trigger is triggered. Opposite door trigger, clear their trigger. That way they can go again. Sorry, I was not on the live footage. Somehow I got left behind a bit. That's okay. I'm almost done with this, I think. So now on trigger here, and then the off triggers here. So on trigger. So let's look at my on trigger here. Door trigger. So I will invert door on trigger. I will... Oh no, where's my array of doors? Where's my doors array? Am I not allowed to have that? I want to affect all iDoors in an array I gather in my script. But when I make an iDoor array, it doesn't appear. Stay locked down. Yeah, this is Unity interface's limitation. Not doing something wrong. It's happening correct. Mono behavior doors objects iDoors. Awake doors equals doors objects of type iDoors to array. The mono behavior blank interface is the best. Now you can drag any component that implements iDoor, use bars, doors. Ah, it's okay. I don't want that. Oh, fuck, it's abstract classes. I told you that the abstract classes would be good. Alright, that's fine. So we're gonna redo this to be public game objects array doors, and then for each game object door indoors. Sorry. Game object indoors if doors. We're gonna say iDoor door component door get door components, and then we take the door component, close door on trigger, door component. There. You happy? Are you happy? That should do it. Okay, so now we come back here, come to this guy. We can do a couple things. So on trigger, this is open door. we can do open door and put the door in here. Shit. Trigger key, half circle, switch handle. Where's my sliding door? We can attach this here. Maybe not the handle, but we can put it into the switch. This is my door. Rename this to door. And then we put this into my handle? Or my switch? My handle, I think. It's the triggers. So we put this sliding door into this. Sliding door here. And then we need to put the sliding door here too. Sliding door. This is a really weird setup. Yeah, this is a really weird setup. So this one opens the door, this one closes the door. And then this should work. Hang on, let me look at my trigger key and these guys. Okay. Is that it? Doesn't seem to be working. There's no rigid body off trigger game object. What? What are you saying? Missing component. There's no rigid body off trigger game object, but the script is trying to access it. You probably need a rigid body 2D on the off trigger. Really? Ah, yeah, that makes sense. 2D collider. Capsule collider 2D. Add 2D capsule collider. We're going to the cap object. Why would I need that? Oh, these don't need to be grabbable. Remove this. This cap also doesn't need to be grabbable. Remove that. Okay, there we go. This is a trigger key? Okay. So let's hope this works. Doesn't seem to be working right away. Okay. Okay. We're getting close. There's a few things I'm missing, obviously. Door trigger. So let's go back here and look at this, the way this is built. The trigger zone does nothing but trigger the column. This will probably need to be updated eventually. The key has nothing on it but the trigger key. The trigger zone is a box collider 2D. This is a box collider with a rigid body. These don't have rigid bodies, so I think that's okay. The cap, the on trigger, this has a collider. This has a collider. Does this have a collider? This also has a collider. Are these triggers? These are not. No, this is supposed to be a trigger. And then these guys. Door trigger. Are these triggers? No, these are the triggers. These are the triggers. So these need to be triggers. This needs to be a regular box collider. Okay, God, man. Okay, we're almost done. Come on. Keep moving. Get your fat ass up. Boy. Oh shit. Did it trigger? Did it trigger? I can't tell if it triggered. I don't think it is. Okay. Okay, so this trigger key seems to be working. I'm assuming it's working. This will be activating the sliding door, open door on trigger, and it'll reset that one. So edit script. So on compare if blah 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 and is not triggered. Debug. Trap is triggered. On trigger stay. Yeah, I need to add that. On trigger stay. There you go. I don't remember what exactly I did to get this to work for the pillars. Did I have it ignore something? We'll have to go inspect in a second. I'm gonna move this. Yeah, see, it's not catching. Okay, so let's go look at this pillar again. So it's a trigger key, blah, blah, blah. It is a trigger. Rigid body. It enabled collision. Exclude layers. Ground layer. So maybe I need that. These guys need to exclude. I'm going to move this up here. Exclude the ground layer, maybe? For these guys? Do I need to enable collision here? Since it's all attached? What time is it? I want this to work before I... Trigger key. That's working. I got an error though. What was the error? Object reference not set to an object. Sliding door, close. Oops. Closing animation. Sorry. Let's try that again. Okay. Yeah, it's trying to do the animation, but it's failing. Okay. Sliding door, closing animation. Did I spell it wrong? Sliding door, open animation. Okay, this might be something that... Okay, I am set on using the animation component with the array of animations. The names of these animations are sliding door, open an animation, and sliding door closing animation. This is my code so far for the trigger to close and open the door. So sliding door. Damn it. Sliding door, edit this. Look at this. I can get rid of these, I don't need this stuff. You're very close, there's a couple animations never assigned. Animation is never assigned. Door animations. Of course it isn't. That's why. Void start. Yes. Door animations. What? Read only field can only. Okay, there. Happy? That should do it. Good point. Alright, now we should have access to the animations. It's quite annoying. It's fine. Okay. This is off. And this is open. I want to do it the opposite way. Okay. So this is going to be +3. This will be -3. And then this guy, I need to modify the sliding door open animation. I want to modify this. So I want this. Delete this. I like that. I like that. Door closing animation. Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay. Alright, okay, okay, alright. Now this... I need to do something about... if it's triggerable or not. Off and on. Because... this is getting too complicated for my tastes. Is triggered, I'll make this public so that I can say, hey, you dumbass, you already closed, you idiot. Don't close yourself again, idiot. Stupid. Stupid idiot. Stupid. Alright, let's try this again. So now I should be able to run up to this switch, hit the fucking switch. This way, it closes and it opens it. And then if I go this way, it closes it. Ethan, are you there? Look at this animation. It looks so good. Hell yeah, dude. Let's freaking go, dude. Hang on. Yeah, dude. Okay. Ethan, are you there? Look at my door. That looks so good. I shouldn't be able to go through this. Do you want to see the first puzzle that I came up with? Look, it's open now. I can go through. Wow. Oh god, I can go through doors now. There you go. Look at this first puzzle I made. Woohoo! Oh god. And then that's a step. Boop boop. I can jump over it. Oh yeah. Okay, hang on. Look at this. Are you watching? This is a pillar puzzle where you have to jump over these. If you step on them, they kill you, and then this is an inversion one that makes the jump a little bit smaller. And then now look at my door. My door is actually working now. So there's the door. But if I take this and I fucking pull it, push it, look at the animation for it. It looks so good. It's so smooth. Come here, idiot. There you go. Look at that. Now these doors are blocked, and then I can do like a series of doors where this switches will open multiple doors, but then it's like I have to like come up with the puzzle. Oh yeah, baby. It's all coming together. Oh, and then I have this puzzle where you have to drag the box and then invert, and then it'll help you float. And then here is where the buzzsaws will be, but these will be moving instead of sitting still. And then I'll do another like series of puzzles up here. So there's another like staircase that if you're not like inverted, you won't see the staircase. And then now you're up in the top floor. Okay. All right. I'm going to come play games. That should be enough streaming for tonight. Let's look at where we're at. We're at 1 hour and 41 minutes. That's good time. We're making progress. We're doing puzzles. This is done. I just need to now build the puzzle. I'm gonna have 4 doors, and I'm gonna like weave like which switches to press, and I'm gonna make switches invisible and some not invisible. All right. Anyways, guys, I will see y'all in the next one. Have a good night. Bye.